Alright guys, so today we're checking out something that I personally have not seen or heard before. So it already caught my attention because it is something that's pretty unique. And the product we're going to check out is the Focusound screen by Audfly. And what I received is a prototype. So this is something that's just so completely new that it's not available yet. It is going to be something that's eventually available on Kickstarter, but I'll put a link in the description so you can see more information on it. And really what this is a see-through glass or translucent screen, and it's a directional speaker. And it really is unlike anything that I've heard before because it's basically trying to use this screen as a spotlight for sound. It's not trying to broadcast it to fill a room, it's trying to broadcast it directly in the direction it's pointed in. At first, I kind of understood where they were trying to go with this, and I didn't really know how beneficial it would be until I started using it. And then I saw the different ways that I was like, okay, I get it. You could use this in a room where there are other people, but if you're sitting in front of your desk, you're the one hearing it and not the people around you. And you could actually connect two of these and have like a left and right stereo sound. Again, the people around you do not hear this. Now, what I got inside the box was the speaker itself. It is glass. It does have an aluminum body, and it really does have like a premium feel to it. Now, the kickstand that's on the back that you actually have to give a good amount of pressure to pull down, it feels a little on the flimsy side for me. Now, once you have it propped up, this isn't an issue, but while you're adjusting it, it just feels a little loose. Now, the cable that's plugged into the speaker, you cannot disconnect from the speaker, but you actually have to plug it into this amp that they've included, which has its own DAC built in. It also has its own charger that comes in the box to power this. And then there's different ways that you can actually connect to this speaker. Again, you do have to plug into this amp because this is what has the volume wheel. It also gives you that other connection if you're going to have another speaker to connect to. It does have a 3.5mm port, and this is what you would use to plug it into your computer or anything that you're wanting to get sound out of. But the box actually has Bluetooth built in, so I was able to connect my phone over to the box, listen to things that way. I plugged the 3.5mm cable into my PC and I was able to use it that way. And at first I thought the volume was low, and once I connected through Bluetooth, I noticed that I got a lot more volume out of it that way. I did notice that the best way to get the most amount of volume is to turn your PC all the way up or turn your phone all the way up and then go to the amp or box that comes with it and turn that volume knob all the way up as well. And you'll find yourself leaving it pretty much at 100% all the time. This isn't an overly loud speaker, and by design, it doesn't really deliver bass. I mean, it's trying to give you the sound of bass, but there's no feeling of bass. There's no woofer. There's nothing like that to kind of give you that impact. But I don't really know that that's what it's aimed towards. I feel like if you're watching movies or videos or podcasts, the dialogue, because the mids are very heavily focused on, and the treble, you're getting a lot of detail. So it's more focused for things like that. And another thing that I also noticed is when I walked into the room, and I have my desktop back here, which is where I have the speaker, when I was not in front of the speaker and I just walked in front of the room, I noticed that it seemed like the sound was coming from the back of the room. And really what that was doing was that sound from that glass was bouncing off the glass in the back of the room. So it got me starting to experiment with different things. I held a tablet behind my head because it's glass and angled it in a way where the speaker would hit it and it would, basically be behind my head. And the sound started to fill that way. So if you wanted to be really creative or just do something completely different, set up this speaker in like a room of mirrors or just glass all around you. And it's very interesting the sound that you get out of it. So this, again, is a very new type of product. Turtle Beach did have something similar to this that they announced like 6 or 7 years ago, but they never did anything with it. So I like the fact that this company is, jumping on this new type of technology and is actually going to make it available for people to buy. Because, again, I didn't see the benefit at first, but while using it, sitting at my desktop and hearing things very clear in front of me and somebody coming down the hall not being able to hear anything at all was just, it's trippy as hell. It's very hard to explain. So here's kind of a sample of walking into a room. I'm going to use my phone here so you can hear the speaker as I'm walking in front of it, but also as I'm slightly moving away from it. And I'll also move the phone up and down so that you can hear that it really is just coming from the screen in the direction that that screen is pointed in. Again, it's trippy. I know it's not going to transfer over to video, but I'm going to do the best that I can to give you the same experience that I got while using these. It's just different than headphones. It's different than earbuds. I mean, headphones and earbuds isolate you from everything around you. And it's not even like the open ear, neckband type speakers. It's not like the bone conducting speakers, because those things are still so close to your ears that it really does make it hard to hear your surroundings, even though that's what they're intended to do. This speaker allows you to hear as though, you're listening to computer speakers or whatever, and still be completely aware of the things around you. In fact, you could set this up as like a soundbar speaker and listen to this at night and not bother anybody else in the house. It's weird, because if you're sitting in front of it or you angle it directly towards you, you're going to hear it as though it's just like beamed right at you. I think if I had two and I could set up a left and right, having that directional audio pointed at basically both ears would give me a more full sound. You can actually even set these speakers upright instead of having them long way like I have them. I kind of have mine set up like a speaker bar in front of my computer, but having left and right, I would sit these upright, which is what I've seen some pictures, and I think it would just give me a lot fuller sound. So my overall opinion on this is it's new, so it's kind of hard to compare it to other things. I do think that this isn't going to be for everyone. I think this is a very niche type product, but in a work environment or a home environment where you work at home, this is pretty beneficial. I mean, even again, watching TV at night, if you're somebody that comes in late, everybody's in bed, you don't want to have to put headphones on. You should be able to watch TV and not have to worry that you're going to bother everybody around you. So I was very impressed with this. I don't know the price. I don't have all of the information on it. This company wanted to send it out to me to just listen and experience the prototype and kind of give my opinions on it. And overall, I'm very impressed by the build quality. I'm kind of blown away by the technology. It's something new. I love when companies are doing something different, but I love being able to experience audio in different kind of ways. I mean, is this something that I would listen to music on all the time? No, but it is definitely something I would watch YouTube videos or movies, or if I'm listening to a podcast or, anything like that, I would definitely use this for that, so I don't have to have headphones or earbuds in all the time, and this is going to kind of save my hearing in the long run. So do I recommend it? Yeah, if you're finding yourself in that area where you can't wear headphones or earbuds, or you like to listen to things but you definitely need to be aware of your surroundings, this is one of the most interesting products that I've seen. It does have a lot that's involved. You do have to have that amp that comes in the box. You do have to have that plugged into the wall. So there's some things that kind of make you feel tied down. It's not really portable, but I don't really think that's what it's intended to do. But guys, that's my video on the Focusound screen from Audfly. The prototype model is F1-14. But thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.